Everybody, my name is Rydo, and today we will be starting Sam & Max, The Devil's Playhouse, Episode 1, The Penal Zone. Technically, this is Season 3 of the Sam & Max reboot, although it seems like this is going to be such a big change that you probably didn't need to play Season 1 or Season 2. One of the big changes I can state very happily is that this game actually runs when you install it from Steam on Windows 10. No problems, no hacks have to be done. The resolution is low, but I got it up to 1080p. Graphic quality is at 9, although I have no idea what lowering the graphics quality would really mean. That doesn't kind of make any sense at all. You would have to assume that means there are 9 presets of graphics settings that they're not telling you about. The sound is strange. By default, the music is at 2 bars, the effects are at 2 bars, and the voice was at all the bars. I turned the voice down to halfway for recording purposes, and we'll try it there. Controls, we have a max mode, y-axis, max mode, x-axis, mouse control style, normal. That's new. We have a keyboard map that's showing us a ton of buttons. Way too many buttons here. We have a mouse that's telling us the normal things, which you probably didn't need this, but okay. And then you have controller support for the first time ever, with way too many buttons. And what is this, a PlayStation 2 controller that's being depicted here? Is that PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 controller? Looks about it. This game is obviously older. We're going to have the subtitles on. The hint level is going to be at the default of 3. And I have never played this game unlike Season 1 and Season 2, so we're going into it blind from this point forward. Let's begin. Well, not quite blind. I did watch the first section to check the audio, but just a very short part of the first section. Anyways, let's begin. I don't have to justify myself. New Telltale Games logo with a lot of polish on that compared to some of the previous intros. Although, so I don't understand why the menu is totally quiet. Just total silence.
In all the universe, the only power beyond the mind's comprehension is the power to comprehend the power of the mind. If any one of us could unlock this terrible power, would we use it to explore the mysteries of the infinite, or would we use it to destroy?
Yes, yes. Tremble, Earthlings! Tremble!
I have no idea who this character is.
General Skunkande!
You know, Sam, Skunk-Ape may be a tool, but he brings a refreshingly childlike glee to his work.
The effects are a little loud and chew.
Yeah, Max. It's hard to stay mad at the guy.
Witness Sam & Max. With my unstoppable dreadnought, my shield cool, and my sword, and the power trapped in the Fuzzy One's brain. I will destroy your beautiful planet, and then dominate the entire galaxy.
Graphics look pretty good.
Wait, which one of us is the fuzzy one?
They're alright.
It's a familiar tale. A power-mad space gorilla pitted against a canine detective and a sociopathic bunny with psychic powers. But, my friends, this story is different. In this story, you are in control. Only you can release our heroes from General Skunkape's bizarre space zoo. Only you can guide them in their quest to bring the villain to space justice. Are you ready? Let's begin by finding the proper tool.
If
I could just reach my gun, we could administer an old-school freelance police-style beatdown to that guy.
I can't wait to get my stinking paws on that damn dirty ape.
Simmer down, Max. Check out Stinky's cell phone. We're gonna need that and your creepy new brain powers to get out of this cage.
So, this seems like too much tutorializing for any game. To have somebody come on the screen and tell you you're in control. And already we can kind of see that we're not quite in a standard 2D, or even in Season 1 and Season 2, we were in 3D models, but we were really on a flat plane. And you wouldn't see angles like this. This is a 3D perspective. It's tutorializing us here. It says you can switch between Sam and Max by clicking the freelance police badge, which assumedly is this, in the corner of your screen. Try switching to Max to use his psychic powers. By the way, Max had no psychic powers as far as I recall at the end of Season 2. We're just starting in this crazy scenario. And if this is the freelance police badge, why was there a freelance police signal at the main menu that looked completely different? Let's drink from the water bottle.
I never drink when I'm on a case. Simmer down, Max. Check out Stinky's cell phone. We're gonna need that and your creepy new brain powers to get out of this cage.
So he just repeated himself. So let's just follow the tutorial instructions then. Switch to Max. Again, an angle you wouldn't normally see.
You are now inside the dankest recesses of Max's mind, where you can attempt to control his horrible psychic abilities, unlocked by the toys of power.
We have no idea what toys of power are. Inside Max's brain, you can look around by clicking and dragging the mouse or using the WASD. To activate Max's teleportation power, click on the toy telephone. So, I could click and look here, and I can click and look here, and when I click and look, it's showing me an icon of a control stick on a controller, even though I'm playing this with a mouse. So getting back to the actual perspective you want would be a little bit difficult. It's a little hard to control. So these psychic powers are coming out of nowhere. We have no idea what's going on. I suppose this is just going to be a tutorial scenario, and then we'll start the main story later on. Let's click on the toy telephone.
Well done, my friend. Now select a phone number that Max has memorized to teleport himself and his furry long-time companion to that location. And also Sam.
So, here you've totally broken the storyline and the character development of Max, because I could never for the life of me believe that Max has ever memorized anybody's phone number at all. I don't believe Max has ever even memorized what a phone does. The toy phone has a button for each phone number. Max has memorized. Breaking the story characterization. Click on the button of Stinky's picture on it to teleport to her cell phone. Okay. We have nothing else we can click on.
Hooray! It's the freelance police.
Oh, baby, I've missed you.
Now what?
Listen to the brain!
Hey, Sam, it's our new pal, the disembodied alien brain.
The same.
It just gets
I
weirder.
am speaking to you telepathically. No one else can hear me, Sam and Max.
I can.
Shut up. Your Earth weapons will never be enough to defeat General Skunkape. Don't you still have that homing beacon?
To see what Sam is carrying in his inventory, click on the cardboard box in the corner of the screen. So, let's look here. We have our current case, the case. This is not the cardboard box, by the way. Just kind of, I guess, explanations here of what's going on in case we get really confused. Sam, who Max is, Harry Moleman, General Skincape, Stinky, Max's powers. Right now we have teleportation, and that's it. So Max had no powers before. We can appreciate fine art.
It's too bad Skunk Ape decided to go into galaxy domination. He's got a real eye for interior decorating.
We could talk to General Skunk Ape, but let's look in the cardboard box like the tutorial tells us. These are all the items Sam is holding in his inventory. Find the homing beacon and left click on it to make Sam pull it out. Now this update is actually quite nice. I wouldn't mind seeing this in every point and click adventure going forward, because the items that you select are right in the middle of the screen. That's really helpful for a TV. You can already tell with controller support and this being adjusted for TV play that this one was designed to be played on a console. So we have an activate remote control with a couple different things. I assume we can look at the remote control with the question mark, right?
This remote control can open a gateway to the penal zone.
Alright.
It's Skunk Ape's penal zone prisoner's badge with built-in homing beacon. My second best and third most dangerous friend.
So we could take out the gun, we could take out the homing badge, or we can activate the remote control. That's what this one does. So let's take out the homing badge like it says.
Perfect. Now, you must place the homing beacon on General Skincape's back to trap him in the penal zone.
I don't think this is gonna work. Now that Sam is holding the homing beacon, you can click on the target to make Sam use it on the target. Try putting the homing beacon on General Skincape. Okay.
Hmm? What's that?
Didn't work.
Did you really believe it would be that easy?
Kinda, yeah.
We're gonna need some kind of cover to get up close and personal with Skunk Ape.
Max, remember that you have been blessed with the gift. You must unlock your abilities with the remaining toys of power. Behold! Hang on. There we go.
Max needs help getting the toy in the display case. You can use Sam. You can make Sam use objects in the world by left clicking on them. Steal from the display case. Okay.
It's a lump of rhinoplasty, the wacky modeling clay that promises hours of fun.
And delivers about 5 to 10 minutes worth.
Max, the rhinoplasty will grant you the incredible power of shape-shifting. You can use the rhinoplasty to pick up a picture of any inanimate object. Then use the power of your mind to transform into that object. It's fun!
This is weird. This is far from what we've done before. Max has now the power of rhinoplasty. Remember, you can left click on the one of the psychic toys to activate it.
Rhinoplasty.
See, and this just feels like we're gonna be doing this at least the entire first episode, if not the entire third season. Now that Max has an image on the rhinoplasty, you can turn it into that object. You can click on the lump of rhinoplasty to activate Max's shape-shifting powers. which came out of nowhere.
Try to look leafy and inconspicuous, Max.
I always do.
Well done, freelance police. Now, you must get that homing beacon onto General Scruncape before he reaches the Bronx, or all will be lost.
You can make Sam walk by clicking and dragging the mouse, or by using WASD. Try walking closer. Okay. So just clicking and dragging in the general direction is good enough. This feels kind of on rails. Now, can we take the homing detective badge and put it on him?
Oh, plant. I love what you've done with the place, my queen.
They walk right back to where they were.
We just used the remote control Mama Bosco gave us, and Scuncape gets sucked right in the penal zone, so to speak.
Need to find the remote control and inventory and activate it. Well, this is going to be the end of the tutorial, and I guess the cold open 16 minutes into the game. It's too weird. It is too weird for starting a new game. I don't know what Sam and Max is.
Well done, Sam and Max. But I'm far too strong to be captured again. Soon this gateway will close, and there will be nothing to stop me.
What do we do now, Sam?
I don't know.
With all the flashing lights and panels up here, there must be something that can help.
How are we supposed to get up there? The door's locked.
I can't open the doors now, but I have an idea. Before he was imprisoned, your friend, the mole man, was screaming something about taking over the ship. Find out what he knows.
You can walk freely around the spaceship, so you're on your own for now. If you want to raise or lower the hint level, you can do so from the hint settings section of the main menu. Okay. So already I don't like this mouse mode because you're having to drag to walk. Already I'm not liking it at all.
Hey Harry, do you know how
It's
we can
really
beat
weird.
Stargate? Poor Harry. General Scuncape put him in this penny-conscious terrarium to make an example out of him.
Even if he could hear you through the glass, Sam, the sun lamp has made him even more worthless than usual. Max, you'll have to use another one of the toys of power.
Really? Wow. If you were gonna give Max the ability to teleport and transform and do all of these things, you needed to slowly introduce these things, not right before even the cold open, the late open, not cold
It's
open,
an ordinary
late
deck
open.
of
That's
playing
different
cards.
things.
Or is it?
Max, the playing cards have granted you the power to thrust your consciousness into the fleshy minds of others and pluck out their most intimate thoughts.
Yeah.
Only you could take something as beautiful and natural as telepathy and make it sound wrong.
So like when I'm left clicking here, or right clicking, or even middle click brings up the inventory. Nothing walks me to a specific point. And it's amazing that that is missing in this game. Alright, let's see. Can we... Why can't I just control skin copy and make him let go?
Don't let them break you, Harry. Your name is Harry Molman.
Your serial number is 2483562. Your cell number is 212-555-4865. Favorite color is taupe. You have an infection of the lower...
Okay, that's enough of that. Hey, Sam, I got Harry Moleman's phone number.
Nice work, little buddy. Make sure you wait 3 days to call, or he'll think you're desperate.
Excellent, Max. That phone number might be enough, because General Skunkape locked the Mole Man's cell phone and other belongings inside this container.
Alright, so now we just use the teleportation device to Harry's cell.
Good job, Max. Now there must be something here that'll help us knock Skunky back into the penal zone.
Hey, Brain! Aren't you hooked into all the controls of this spaceship or something? Can you give us a hand with this thing?
Max, be a little more sensitive. He doesn't have hands.
So what's he gonna do, punch me? No hands.
Let's look at the weapons display.
We'd need more than just a picture of a space bazooka to do any damage to somebody as big as Skunky.
Alright, well, if we switch to Max, what was that, a picture of a balloon for? Are they just gonna put random pictures when we go into Max's mind? If we do the rhinoplasty on the weapon, and then turn Max into it.
Good work, Max. Now let's...
I'm a bazooka, Sam! A bazooka! Oh, just give me a moment to savor this. Oh, yes!
So, pick up Bazooka Max.
Lock and load, Max.
Took a while to load there.
Careful with that trigger finger, Sam.
Hey, Skunky, say hello to my little body.
Friends, you have just participated in a troubling vision of the future. The first of many such disturbing revelations. Over the next 5 chapters, you will witness things that baffle you, horrify you, even disgust you. But you must not look away. Pay close attention to everything that you see and hear. Because when our story reaches its bowel-tingling climax, only you, my friends, will possess the ability to save the entire universe.
And here we are into the late opening. Definitely feels like they put a little more work into the intros than they usually do. There's a level of polish we see here that's slightly improved. And here they're referencing everything that happened in Season 1 and Season 2. Now, of course, the danger is that Season 3 will be exactly like Season 1 and Season 2 in all of its bad aspects. Hopefully not. Right now, it doesn't feel like it will be. It feels like it's going to be completely different, too far different. Too much seems to have changed.
Hey, Sam! This haunted toy I found just gave me an uncanny vision of our violent future.
I know, I saw it too, somehow.
Did your version have credits?
It had a spaceship, a friendly alien brain in a jar, and an evil space gorilla trying to destroy the city. What could it all mean?
So I really hope we don't end up replaying that section again. That would be really boring. Even if it happens like 3 or 4 episodes later. So we can see the neighborhood is still destroyed from
Creatures of
season
Earth,
2.
I am General Skunkape. Hear my words.
So he's supposed to be like General Zod
I
from
have come
the
to
Superman
you
movie.
with a message of peace and love. Sorry about that building.
What could it all mean?
It means we've got to find a way on board that spaceship, Max.
My friends, you seem a bit confused. But there's no cause for alarm. We've merely let the story get ahead of itself. Let's take a brief journey back to properly set the scene.
Really?
Our story begins 25 minutes ago, on a street very much like this one.
Yeah, we just have to... We're doing a flashback and a flashback.
This is Sam and Max, freelance police.
Well, technically the first one was a flash forward.
Hello, Commissioner. No, we're not in the office. We're locked out of our building.
It wasn't my fault this time. One gaping, treacherous crack in the street and those pansies from City Hall shut down the whole block.
What's that, Commissioner? A sudden wave of lawfulness and goodwill spreading through the city? Well, we didn't have anything to do with that. There aren't any crimes for us to solve? Okay then, we'll be on the lookout for anything suspicious.
The brain is dying.
I'll have to call you back, Commissioner. Max has psychic powers now, apparently.
That should bring us all up to speed. Now, where were we? Something about a spaceship.
Man, this story's going
What
weird.
could it all mean?
It means we've got to find a way on board that spaceship, Max.
So the game is saved, and we are just in a weird situation. You can just quickly take a look here. The crack in the street actually was a gaping hole to hell,
It's
I
been
believe.
months and they still haven't sealed up this crack. Somebody should do something about it.
I say we all wear gray ribbons to raise crack awareness.
So it's kind of weird that this is called the Devil's Playhouse when the second season heavily featured the devil. I can't walk any further that way. Well, the controlling is a little weird. Huh. This is Jimmy Two Teeth there. Our DeSoto car here. Let's see, how far can we go? There's this wall that was never there before. And this is certainly not how the street was designed. Not in this 3D world like this. It was very two-dimensional as far as the backgrounds and the foregrounds. It looks like there's a way. Can we go to the subway? Yes. Sybil's place was back there, but it's not. Stinky's Diner is there. The newspapers are over here when they were in front of the this is just awful. Let's use the WASD. It's way better. Bosco's Inconvenience. Here's a phone number. We should read this notice.
Bosco Tech Labs. Visit our new location.
Oh, so Mama Bosco's too good to haunt our street anymore?
Well, this is kind of a bad neighborhood to be a ghost. All the best cemeteries are on the other side of town.
So, like, there's a phone number there. You would think by reading that phone number at once we got back to the point we started at, she would be able to teleport to that point. So I'm thinking what's going to happen here is going to be a weird change in the time-space continuum, in which we will have more of Max's powers and more abilities to change the outcome. Let's see, do we have any new suspects? I bet we don't. Agent Superball here. He's new. Then the case. We had a vision of the future. So the real question here is, how do you get to the menu? You just do this, I guess. So here's the freelance police badge I was talking about. It is very, very strange, where we're starting here. Let's see. I guess I could... No, I don't. I can't even figure out the save and load system. What do you mean? Empty slot. Click. Save game. There we go. So there's an automatic, I guess, is A, and that can only be loaded. And then you have a 1, and then you could click here and go 2, and it's just going to keep on going and going and going. So then the question is, what's with the colors? Oh, these are all menu things. What a weird system. What a weird system. It's these colors here. Wow. Weird. So we got a whole pile of weird starting off here with Sam and Max. At least I will say at the beginning, even though we are totally dumbfounded and everything's strange and makes no sense whatsoever, at least we haven't run into a puzzle that's driven us crazy yet. Anywho, that's going to be it for this episode. As always, I end my episodes the same way. I ask you to like this video. I ask you to share it with your friends. I ask you to comment if you want to. And I ask you to watch every second of my videos, because all of that helps me with YouTube. Tells them that it's a video that has people's attention. If you click on my name, Rydo, that'll take you to my main YouTube page. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. If you click that and make a donation, I'd very much appreciate it. Also on my main YouTube page is the playlist tab. You can click that and see a playlist for every game I've covered up to this point, including Sam & Max Season 1, Sam & Max Season 2. I think probably for just the weirdness of Sam & Max Season 3, it would help if you were familiar with Sam & Max as far as its comedic attempts and its gameplay style, just to see the vast change that's been made for Season 3. And then finally, down in the description box, I have a bunch of links to social media sites: Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Tumblr. You can friend me on battle.net. You can friend me on Steam. All those links are down there, so follow and friend me on all of those things. And then I always like to wrap up by saying thank you for watching and have a good evening. So, thank you for watching. Have a good evening.